Started from a hill used for New Year's Eve celebrations. At that location, a fire broke out due to the New Year's Eve celebration. Firefighters had time to extinguish it on January 1, 2025, precisely on New Year's Eve celebrations. According to one firefighter, quoted from the Washington Post, the start of the fire occurred very close to the location of the last fire on New Year's Eve. The Washington Post's analysis of photos, videos, satellite imagery, and radio communications, as well as interviews with witnesses, found new evidence that the Palisades fire started in the area where firefighters extinguished the fire on January 1, 2025. Investigators from various state and federal agencies have visited the area in recent days, interviewing residents and searching for evidence, including around the New Year's Eve fire, about what sparked the fire. The Post's analysis shows that the new fire started around the old fire, raising the possibility that the New Year's Eve fire has reignited, which can happen when conditions are windy, experts say. Residents also told the Post and investigators at the scene that the firefighter response on January 7, 2025, was much slower than the New Year's Eve fire. A Los Angeles Fire Department spokesman told the Post on Friday that it is not the department's practice to patrol the sites of previous fires. That's according to Michael Gallner, a professor of mechanical engineering and fire scientist at the University of California at Berkeley. We know that fires can rekindle and go from smoldering to raging. It's very possible that something from that previous fire, within a week, could have rekindled and caused a fire. Investigators are just beginning to determine the cause of the Palisades fire, the first and largest of a series of devastating firestorms that have raged for days. After winds calmed Sunday, the death toll across the city is still climbing, with 24 people dead and more than 12,000 homes burned. More fires are expected Monday and into Wednesday, with speculation ranging from faulty electrical equipment to arson. Identifying the fire's origin will have major and potentially costly implications for the state and how it manages its growing wildfire risk. The Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives (ATF) is leading the investigation, officials said. ATF-certified fire investigators conducted a preliminary survey of the area, but the investigation has not yet begun, an ATF spokesperson said. In response to questions about the possible cause of the renewed fire, the Los Angeles Fire Department LAFD said the investigation was ongoing. This is an ongoing and active investigation and the team will not comment on ongoing investigations, the LAFD said. Since the fire broke out on Tuesday, authorities have learned that the smoke started on a stretch of Temescal Ridge in the Santa Monica Mountains, where a previous fire burned, which residents believe was sparked by fireworks. The Washington Post identified the New Year's Eve fire scar using false color satellite imagery taken before and after the fire. The technique tracks changes in vegetation in satellite imagery. Healthy plant cover appears red, while charred soil appears blue to brown. Additionally, satellite imagery taken at 10:45 a.m. local time Tuesday showed that the smoke source overlapped with the New Year's Eve fire scar. The smoke was spreading downwind, southward, away from the previously burned area. Officials said it could take weeks or months to determine the cause. On Friday, firefighters, arson investigators, the ATF, and the FBI gathered in a hilly neighborhood near the Skull Rock trailhead, near the site of the previous fire. ATF officers knocked on doors asking residents what they saw and what they thought might have caused it. Darren Hurwitz said he was hiking around 9 a.m. Tuesday near Skull Rock at the base of the fire scar and smelled smoke, but it disappeared as he headed back down the trail. In another conversation, a resident told reporters and an ATF officer that the disaster was started by some idiot on New Year's Eve. "It happens every year," said the resident, who spoke on condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of the matter. People go out at night and party when they shouldn't. His family heard fireworks exploding and saw the fire had broken out around 12:20 a.m., he said. As of Monday, January 13, 2025, the death toll from the Los Angeles fires has increased to 24 people. Dozens are estimated to be missing as several fires continue to burn in Southern California. According to ABC News, thousands of firefighters have been deployed to fight several wildfires that are spreading across Los Angeles County. The largest fire in the Palisades has burned 24,000 acres, destroyed thousands of buildings and is only about 11% contained. The Eaton Fire, in Altadena, has now reached more than 14,100 acres and is only 27% contained. Meanwhile, the Hearst Fire near Sylmar has burned 799 acres and is only 89% contained. About 105,000 people are still under mandatory evacuation orders and another 87,000 are under evacuation warnings. That's all the information written in an article. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you find this information useful.